The ground shook with each successive landing of the Drakvur dragons, but nothing prepared Aramis for the tremor accompanying the golden dragon dropping into their midst. He stumbled backward, arms outstretched, trying to shield Tamra from the golden dragon's bulk. To his surprise, Tamra lifted him off the ground and stepped back several more steps, eluding the dragon's thick tail. Aramis flailed his arms, embarrassed by the manhandling. "Put me down, you crazy elf!" Tamra complied, opening her hands and letting him drop roughly to the ground. He staggered to catch his balance, the pain in his hip hindering his recovery. Casting Tamra an ungrateful glare, he turned his attention on the golden beast. He pulled his battle axe over his shoulder, its weight providing him with the added courage needed in the face of such company. "Come no closer, beastie, or you'll feel the bite of me axe." Aramis had to look at the ground to assure himself the earth wasn't being torn apart around him as the golden dragon's voice thundered in his head.
"Brave words for a stunted human. If not for the presence of your elven friend, you would already be dead."
Bright red eyes bored into Aramis as the golden dragon craned its neck to see him. Aramis frowned, glancing at Tamra. The elf raised her eyebrows, her deadly axes in hand. "The dwarf is under my protection. Threaten him at your peril." Scarlet claws skittered around the golden dragon 3 times her size. Tremors shook the dirt beneath their feet, the golden dragon following Scarlet Claw's progress as she placed herself between the big dragon and Aramis.
"Spoken like an arrogant red dragon. Unfortunately, your noble sentiment is lost on me. Who are you to place the vermin's life above one of your own kind?"
"The name is Scarlet Claws, one of the last survivors of Drakclaw. This man's life is worth more to me than the lot of you ignorant dragons." Flames licked along the golden dragon's black lips. 2 of his accompanying dragons positioned themselves on either side of Scarlet Claws, ready to attack. Silence tried to get alongside Scarlet Claws, but 3 Drakvur dragons cut her off and held her at bay. She stamped back and forth, staring angrily between them.
"You obviously don't realize who you're talking to. I am Lightburn, guardian of Queen Ascara."
"Your name means nothing to me, but I know who I'm defending. A man whose brother sacrificed himself so that I could live. A man who would willingly lay down his life here and now before allowing any of you ungrateful dragons to threaten me or silence my dragon friend who you so rudely prevent from taking part in this discussion." Aramis hobbled around Scarlet Claws with Tamra on his heels. He puffed out his chest. "Ye got the right of it, me faithful dragon. Nor are we to be forgetting me companion, Tamra Stoneheart. You'll be tempting fate should you think of harming the elf." Lightburn's eyes flicked between Scarlet Claws, Aramis, and Tamra. He snorted black smoke.
"Never thought I'd see the day a dwarf flew a dragon, let alone share a life oath with an elf."
"Then today's your lucky day." Aramis's heavy brow lifted. "Make a move on me, friends, and I'll be splitting your skull." The sound of numerous earthquakes shaking the land and echoing off the canyon was nothing more than Lightburn's laughter. A commotion behind Lightburn cut his mirth short. Silence roared, her wings fluttering furiously as she tried to escape the containment of 3 full-grown dragons, 2 blues and a green.
"Enough!"
Lightburn roared, his voice shaking loose sediment along the canyon walls.
"Leave her be."
The dragons fighting with Silence disengaged, not making a move to stop her from joining Scarlet Claws.
"Strange and dangerous times settle over the land. First, the wyverns and now humankind have come seeking Drakvur. We haven't heard from humankind in centuries. Recent events have given proof to the sentiment that we're better off without them. If not for the presence of one from South March's clan, I might take a dimmer view on your insubordination, dwarf. As it is, I will let Queen Ascara decide your fate."